Look at the front where it says Ames real big. Alright, so today we are out here in Bridgewater, PA. We're just outside of Monaca and Rochester. Great places where I love to rail fan a lot. And we're at this old GMC, Pontiac, and Buick dealership. It was a Wright dealership. Wright is a well-known name in the Pittsburgh area with several dealerships, especially in Wexford anyway. And they owned this building and moved years ago. I know my friend Mike over at the Gear Shots channel on YouTube did a video here back in 2017, and I never really noticed it too many times, even though I would pass it every time I would take Route 51, and I just never thought to film it. And recently in 2022 that changed. I've been wanting to film it more and more, and I thought it would be fitting to bring the B-Friend out here. If you're not familiar with the B-Friend, it's a Pontiac G5, a rebadged Chevy Cobalt, but I thought, hey, this is the perfect opportunity. Let's bring the B-Friend out here to do the video. Yes, it's drizzling a little bit, but it isn't really that bad, and we don't come out here a whole lot, so I figured, why not? Let's do this video now and enjoy it. Like I said, it's been closed now for several years. He did his video in 2017. So as for when it closed specifically, I still can't figure that one out, but it's been at least 5 years. But anyway, let's go check it out. Yep, here is your old Wright Automotive Group, Buick, Pontiac, and GMC dealership. Now, Pontiac closed its doors in 2009. This was the last year for the G5, as a matter of fact. So to say I have one is actually quite fun, and it's rare. But we have it. And you can see where the old scars were. That was the Buick logo, the Pontiac arrow, and then GMC right there. And all they did was move. But I want to show you this place. It's a great day, even if it's drizzling a little bit. Kayla's hanging out in the car. It's a beautiful, beautiful, gloomy day here in Bridgewater. But man, I haven't seen that Pontiac arrow anywhere in a long time other than on cars such as the B-Friend. But we're finally checking it out. I've been wanting to do it for a while. Look at that Buick logo on there. That's beautiful. With the red, white, and blue. Look at all the... they got the big book here with all their cars at the time of when they closed. The Verano, the Regal, the LaCrosse, Encore, Enclave. I believe they still make all of them. I don't know about the Verano. That convertible one that they have, though, I love. And all the different colors. It's really cool to be able to look at that, and it tells you all about each car. First time I'm doing an abandoned dealership. And there's another abandoned dealership I want to do a video at that I would take the Z24 to, which I'll do that in a future video. It's an abandoned Chevrolet dealership, so it's perfect to take the Z24 to. And you'll see that video at some point in time in the future. That would be, I think, if I'm remembering the name right, Calusi Chevrolet in McKees Rocks. I think that was the name of it. I can't be 100% sure. GMC logos. Pretty cool to see this, though. At least all they did was move. They're not out of business. Wright is one of the best-selling dealerships in the Pittsburgh area. They make tons of money. We actually deal with them at the shop I work at, too. Yeah, all they did was move to Baden. Wright Automotive Group. Let me wipe some of that water off a little bit. Get a good look inside of the building here. They have a couch here, too. Where's the couch? Oh, there it is, over there. Look at the big Buick logo. Wow, right off the front of the building. Let's go behind the sign here. I know they got this blocking it kind of, but see up here though, there's the GMC letters too. Where's the Pontiac Arrow? Do you guys still have that? I would like to buy that. I love my Pontiac, even if it's just a rebranded Chevrolet. I mean, if you're a fan of GM, or even if you're not, I think anybody that knows anything about cars knows that General Motors is the king of rebadging vehicles. Pro Stripe. As somebody that works in a body shop, there is nothing more aggravating than pinstriping. It's not all that bad, except when it's two-tone, then it's annoying. Two-tone pinstripes. I can't stand doing them. Anyway, let's take a walk around this joint. We're going to go down there where their garage would be back there in the service center. And I know the one in Baden does quite well. But it's really cool. I feel nostalgic every time I come up to Beaver County in general, because so many places up here are old and outdated. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I like old things. I hate change. But it's really cool to see that Pontiac Arrow up there, the scar from it. Up in Wexford, as a matter of fact, there's an old abandoned Saturn dealership. I think it was by Barrel. It's still, the building's still used. It's not abandoned technically, but it's used by, I think, the building next door. But you see the scar on it, right on Route 19, Saturn of Wexford. It would go this way, not this way. Let's take a look up here. There's a Christmas tree, a couple Christmas trees inside of the door. Merry Christmas! Ho, ho, ho! See inside, they still got a light on in there too. Wow, they got a lot of stuff in there. Wow, I wonder why they got so much stuff left in there. Places for lease? That's wild. And thankfully the rain stopped too. Parts and service. Let's see how it looks in here. GMC and Buick, and I guarantee you the Pontiac logo was right in the middle there. Wow, they got a lot of boxes and stuff in here. Got a lot of lights, or a lot of stuff in there too. The signage. There's a couch in there. Chairs, furniture. Wow, there's so much stuff in there. I wonder why. Look at all that. Can't really see much through this door. Just more of the same. Wow, that's a lot of stuff. A key drop. Then here was their garage here. If you needed any service done. Or any of GM's infamous recalls. The potty chair. Okay. Alright. Now, I like GM, obviously. As you could tell, I have a Z24 Cavalier. I got the B friend. I love both cars. If you've ever watched my live streams, you've heard me blabber on about cars and whatnot. I love the cars that I have. Try and clear that up a little bit so you can see in there. It's really hard to see inside the garage. At least it's empty where the cars should have been worked on. Looks like a jump. Oh yeah, a battery charger sitting there on the left side. Oh, we can see through this door pretty well. There you go. Another Christmas tree. Ho, ho, ho. It's just wild that they left so much stuff in there. Can't really see much in there. We'll go around the back here. Not a whole lot to see back here, though. A lot of overgrown weeds. Oh, a bunny. Look. Bye, bunny friend. Not going to bother you. You're fine. You're fine. Let's zoom in and see if you can see it. Hippity hoppity, Easter's on its way, apparently, because we just put the Christmas trees away. Alright, well, I don't really feel like going through all the weeds. Hey, look, he's still hanging out. Okay, now he left. But that's your dealership here in Bridgewater. Building looks to be in great shape. Just needs some TLC with the weeds. Cut the weeds down and I'm sure it would be just fine. Could bring the building back to life. Yeah, all that. Just cut all the weeds down and it wouldn't be too bad, I don't think. Not much else going on around here. Just needs some TLC, a little maintenance. Just bring a weed whacker in here. Maybe for weeds like that, you might need something better than just a weed whacker. I don't see why this building couldn't be repurposed, though. And it's really cool because you get a good shot of the Ohio River back here. If in the winter time, I imagine you get an even better shot, but you can see the water back there from the river. Pretty cool. Oh, if I worked here, if this was a dealership and I worked here, I could tell you what, on break, I'd probably go sit here in the woods and go look at the river. Now, I could just imagine, like with several garages and body shops I've ever seen, and even the one I work at, you know, at the end of the day, we're all family. We all love each other. We might fight and argue and bicker during the week, but at the end of the day, we're all good friends. We're all brothers and sisters. And I could tell you what, I feel like this one would be one of those places that after a long work week, when you're about ready to call it a weekend, maybe if the overgrowth wasn't so bad, I bet you the employees, they'd get a case of beer and they'd just go sit down by the river and just hang out. I know I would. Matter of fact, I want to see, because there's like an opening right over there. I want to see how that looks. Hell, I wouldn't be so surprised if employees here would get a cooler full of beer, get some fishing gear, go down here and fish. I mean, look at that. I'm not going to go down there, but look, it takes you right down to the river. Looks like it's a heck of a drop-off, though. Let me go up a little bit further. Looks like, oh no, it goes down, but it goes right down into the water, though. But I bet this would be a cool little place to fish. Oh yeah, there's an island there. You could sit there probably. Might have to get your feet wet, but you could sit there, I'm sure. Looks like there's a little tributary over there to the river, because I see water streaming into the river. That's cool. Yeah, I'm glad I finally was able to do this. I know the weather wasn't perfect, but at least it stopped raining. It's just sprinkling right now. And I've been wanting to film this place for a while. Like I said, basically all of 2022. Just never get the chance to, and this time we finally did. With the rain coming through, we took a day trip. We went to the Beaver Valley Mall. We had dinner at Permani Brothers. And then we just wanted to go for a little bit of a ride, so I thought, let's take Route 51 and just see. And we got to do this and check out this old dealership. Yeah, there's your last look of the place. I'm certain it could be brought back. I'm sure somebody can make good use of this building. You know, the other good thing about this place too, if you're a rail fan, this is a good place to park your car in rail fan, at least in the front parking lot. Because the last time I was going to try and do a video here, there were a few rail fans here in the parking lot, and I wasn't filling up to rail fanning that day. But it gives you a good chance to see the CSX tracks, which are literally right over there. Now, naturally, in the summertime, too, it's harder with all the trees and all the leaves on everything blooming. But if you park in this front parking lot here or whatever, you can just sit back and relax. And unfortunately, there's no train coming by right now, but you can see CSX as it goes by on that bridge right there. That's their train tracks. And good place. People rail fan here. I've seen it before, so. And I know my friends from Historic BF live out this direction. And I just love it out here. I really do. So if you don't want to fish, you could rail fan after you're done working or on break or whatever. And I'm sure employees here got some stories of some good trains that have probably come through here over the years, or probably stories of some good fish they've caught in the Ohio River. So very cool. But this was fun. I hope you enjoyed this. I like putting this video together. It's about time. But I am going to take off. If you enjoyed, feel free to give the video a like. If you're not a subscriber, feel free to subscribe to the channel for more content, whether it's abandoned, retail, rail fanning, whatever it is that I like to personally do and put it on camera. I really appreciate you guys going along for the ride with me and watching me do content that I just love to put together. There's nothing I love more than doing this kind of stuff and rail fanning. Even if a lot of people don't like the rail fanning thing, I'm just being me. I'm being real. I do what I love to do. And for everybody that does watch, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. But I'm taking off. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care and stay awesome. And on Kayla's behalf, have a Pontiac-licious day. Yeah, we're doing that. Bye, everyone.